this is my friend. He was installed in his community. He was a teacher, and I guess they liked him so much they decided to make him a chief. So this you just saw was a chief ceremony. It's actually really cool. It's the only one I went to, and it was even cooler that it was an American that was installed. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So this is very traditional. You won't always see this in Ghana. Most Ghanaians walk around wearing clothes from the Gap because that's where all of our clothes end up. They buy them for like 5 cents and they wear them. It's really strange, but it's true. You won't see people walking around in Ghana dressed traditionally unless they're going to a really important event or a ceremony, or they just feel like going out. So yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh. I think I can go back. Yeah. So Ghana is very religious. Christianity is huge. The north there's more Muslim populations, but in the south it's mostly Christian. So you'll see signs with Jesus and God everywhere. It's just what it is. It's kind of amusing sometimes, but they also have chiefs. Like I said, my friend was installed. So they have this balance between religion and the old traditions, and that was really interesting to be there and to see that, to live with that. Like church, they go to church 4 hours a day. Like it's very different lifestyle than what we're used to. I just have some photos. I don't know if you can see them. Funerals are very big. It's another really big tradition. In Ghana, it's kind of like just this life and death balance. So a funeral is like a big party that lasts for 4 days. They wear red and black. They march in the streets. They dance. They sing. They cry. And then they bury the body. So it's just a very big part of Ghanaian culture. So this is a funeral. This is actually a chief's funeral. So they actually they spend like all year raising money just in the case that someone will die, and then they spend the money to throw them a big party. So they have drumming and dancing and singing. This is the biggest umbrella I've ever seen. I just had to share that with you. The chiefs are, when they parade through, they are always accompanied with a pillow and an umbrella. I'm not entirely sure the significance. I think it's just to make them comfortable, but this is kind of fun. So this is the stool. They actually do give you a stool when you're installed. It's a symbol of, I guess, the chieftaincy. So each stool is different. I don't really know too much about it other than that, except this stool has an Adinkra symbol in it, which I'll show you later. It's a part of Ghanaian icon history that is really interesting. Dancing's really big there. Sporting events, they love football. They'll watch it on the smallest TV screen. Schools are big. Children there, I would say the education system is very poor, except that at least you have, like, the schools are there, which is really good. I know a lot of volunteers in other countries, like, the kids have to go so far away for school that they just don't go. And at least here we have them. They might not go because they go to farm or something else, but at least schools exist as part of their culture. This is just transportation I have a picture of, market. This is from Independence Day. March 6th is Ghana's Independence Day, so they became independent from England, I guess, British rule, and they march down the streets, and it's a big party, and they're just very proud of their heritage in Ghana, so it's kind of nice to see. So these are school kids. Okay, food. So the main food is fufu. I have a video of someone making it, which you might not be able to see that well. It's boiled cassavas and yams. They pound it to death, and then they serve it with soup. It kind of tastes like nothing, but it feels like raw pizza dough. And you just eat it with your hands. It's really good. I like it. Some people had a hard time with it. Mostly everything in Ghana is really spicy and really hot, just in general, like temperature-wise. And they put so much starch into the food because they eat so much at a time before they go to farm or something, so that they just like stuff themselves, go to farm, come back, stuff themselves. It's kind of this cycle. So that's a woman pounding fufu, and here's a video of my friend making some fufu. You boil the cassavas and plantains in the water for a really long time until they're soft. And then she's making soup here, so you just kind of throw everything in a pot. They spend most of their days cooking. Honestly, it takes a long time to make the food that they make, just because they cook it and then they pound it for like at least 30 minutes, and it's kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, so this is pounding it. It kind of just all comes together to form this really weird dough ball. Can't really explain it any other way. So yeah, that's it. That's what I ate pretty much every day.
You get tired of it?
Sometimes. But they make it with different soups, so it's not really the flavor of the fufu, it's the flavor of the soup. So if the soup is really good, it doesn't matter. Crying child. Yeah, but they do that. You'll hear the sound of them pounding all over town. It's kind of cool, actually. And this is them eating it, so you just scoop it up. You don't chew it, you just swallow it. It's pretty much the easiest way to get food fast, I guess. I don't know. They have other foods in Ghana, but this is pretty much the main dish. Like, this is what, if you go to Ghana, they always ask, oh, you like fufu? They know we like it. So I just threw this in here. I thought it'd be cute. Doesn't really show up. It's too small. I'm sorry. So every day that someone is born, the day that they're born, they automatically get a name of the week. So you can look at this later if you want. But so if you know the day you're born, like for me it was weird because I didn't actually know the day I was born, and I just made up a day and I took the name. But every day is which they would be really mad at me if they knew that. But every day is a very specific name, so it's kind of confusing because you walk around town and there's 7 names for everyone, and they're just yelling them everywhere. But it's neat because the day corresponds to the name. And yes.
We have a good friend in our club whose name is Thursday. Yeah.
Really?
He's one of our good friends. He's in this club. He's not here right now, but
He's from Ghana.
yeah, he's from Ghana too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe it's
I'm
Thursday.
gonna call him Thursday from now
You
on.
might not know that, but yeah, he probably knows it. All right. So I just want to do a little north and south. My placement was in the south. It's called the Eastern region, which has a very strange name because it's not actually the most eastern part of Ghana. They name them very strange. So I'm in the very southern part. So I just want to show you this picture. I don't know if you can see it. This is from the very upper west of Ghana. This is what most people think of when they think of Africa. They think of dry lands. They think of maybe the woman and the baby. But this picture is also very dry. This was actually also in the south. Yeah, it's not going to show. The seasons there, wet and dry is basically your only temperature change. Like, there's nothing but hot and there's nothing but wet and dry. So when it's dry, it's like this. When it's wet, you don't leave your house. This is from the north, baobab trees. You may have recognized them from other things. Painted buildings are a little different. The culture is very different from north and south. This is the biggest thing about Ghana that I want to express to you is that I said there were over 60 languages. That's because there's so many different tribal groups. There's so many different cultures, religions, just everything spread out through Ghana. I was in mostly the Akan area, so I kind of just focused on that. But if you travel around, and I did go to every region of Ghana, and I saw the differences. I mean, the people are very different. They look different. They talk different. They eat different. Like, it's just interesting in one country. I mean, it's like America, except that Ghana is the size of, I think, Ohio. So it's this really small space where everyone's just sort of crammed together, and a lot of people would think, oh, we have a lot of wars and things like that. And a long time ago they did. They used to fight. There used to be a lot of problems, but now it's actually a very safe country. We elected a president. Actually, right when I got there that year, they elected a new president. They didn't have any problems. They switched basically from like the Republican to the Democratic Party, and they were really worried about it. They had us on lockdown. It was kind of scary because we didn't know what was going to happen, but they had no problems with it. And I just want to say that even though they have so many different people there, I mean, they're all Ghanaian, but they're all belonging to a different tribe. So it's just interesting that we can all get along okay enough. So here's the tribal scarring. It's really prevalent in the north. It's a family thing. They mark it based on, I think, the time or the order in which you're born. There's a couple other reasons. I didn't live up there, so I don't know. That's unfortunate, but Pito is very popular up there. They have a lot of millet, so wherever you live, whatever they have the most of, that's what you're gonna eat. That's what you're gonna drink. Like, they don't export things, they just eat what they have. So this is just an idea of the north. It's very spread out, very dry. Painted buildings are very popular. And then the south, a lot more bright, a lot more water, a lot more green. Palm trees are very big. My area, this actually was taken in my town. Palm trees is where you get palm oil from. You may not realize it, but pretty much everything we eat has palm oil in it. It's red oil, but they make it right in my town. It's pretty big. Mountainous areas are more in the south. Lots of water. The biggest man-made lake in the world is in Ghana, actually, Lake Volta. Waterfalls. It's actually a really nice place if you don't look at the poverty and things like that. I mean, people do visit Ghana. I don't think for long periods of time, but they do have a lot of visitors. There's a lot of volunteers besides Peace Corps. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about art really fast. So we got some Adinkra symbols, which I kind of mentioned. They're really big in the Akan tribes. They put them on everything. The the one you'll see the most is the one on the middle left. It means accept God. They have lots of different meanings that they'll say that they mean, but it mostly means accept God. It's just like God is the most powerful. They put it on everything. They put it on chairs. They put it on tables. They put it on shirts. They put it on babies. It's like everywhere. So kente, also really big. It's probably what Ghana is known most for. Yeah, I don't think you can see that. I have a few examples of it. There's two types of kente from the two types of tribes. So there's Ewe kente and there's Ashanti kente, and they're completely different. Ewe kente is a lot brighter. Ashanti kente is a little bit more of a dull color. So this is Ewe kente. And then I actually